Overpass is a must-win. I completely agree with Jason. Liquid have to keep this at 1-1. They can't go down 0-2, even if they have just 2 on the cards next, because that map's open in many ways, and they have to keep momentum.
They need the strong start here. Liquid can't afford to have a huge deficit like they did on Cash. 0 and 9 just didn't seem recoverable. They'll start on the T side, of course, considering it's their pick. Twist boosted up. He said he was going to perform here on Overpass, and he's in a decent position to get a couple of frags. For now, it will be Liquid making their way towards B. They have all 5 players on this side of the map, and they're fully committed towards Monster. Can Twist find anything?
The boost, already pre-aimed. He took damage immediately from it. They fall off of it, and now they know there's going to be 2 at least from jungle. Brolan, as always, he's like recoining the lurk. He's just got a shot from T-spawn through Monster to take down Naf. That's distracted them enough, and Exist has got the other.
He wallbanged him cleanly with a USP to take him down.
Things are just going Fnatic's way. Brolan again to find a lead. It's all on Nitro. This retake is incredible, and Brolan has him as well.
I can't believe how efficient that was. This is scary. Brolan, he is pulling out all the stops. He is not intimidated by the big stage whatsoever. 3 kills for him. The defuse is no problem whatsoever. And the wallbang from Exist, I haven't seen that before in a pistol round. That is insane. It was such a clean kill as well. And Liquid, they managed to get the bomb down with a 5-on-5. They'd headshot Twist already, but Brolan all the way in T-spawn. He starts removing heads quickly, and this was the kill from Exist. Wow. That's so frustrating for Stewie. The bomb does get planted. I do see a single AK purchase. That is in the hand of the man who just mentioned. He gets it dropped by Nitro. He buy himself armor, but the rest of them on Deagle. So just trying to cause financial damage here as they get ready to buy up in that next round.
Already through Monster. To try and enter. Exist just the one on the pillar. He spots it. Actually sees the foot, but when he repeaks, takes more damage for it, in fact. Body shot that lands from Naf. And the raid boss, Stewie. He's going to have to be pretty special this round. Back over toward A with a double push bathrooms. We know Brolan plays there. He's inside. JW's outside. And it's going to have to be Elige that solves this. Spots it fast enough to get the information because they're heading toward Long, and Naf, he's the one holding the lurk at this point in time. The wrap back connector, they actually want to converge on Brolan. Very difficult proposition considering how crafty he can be with the smokes, but they get forward of them. He wasn't expecting it. Stewie, they now know he has the AK. That's been revealed. JW, he bounced that wrong. He wanted to give himself the cross. The park sign to play at. It may still benefit him if he can wrap around it. They're not ready for it because the bomb gets denied. Stewie still gets the AK. 100 HP, 2 kills. Checks behind him. He's the one with the range, but Twist gets the shot on Exist instead.
This is looking so good for Liquid now, but Crims has been so good throughout this series. We'll see if he can find a kill. Not going to happen, and Stewie 2K gets his third.
Exactly what Stewie had to do. He knew the timing in which Dumpster would be pushed if he could get to the bomb planter, and that was exactly what was the plan when Crims walked out. Twist left on 29. Unlikely he's able to do anything with the UMP now because they picked up rifles on everybody, and Twist closes out with his second kill. Stewie with 3, he with the other 2, and that's an incredible turnaround on the force buy from Liquid to go 1-1.
That's the star power of Stewie shining through there. They had faith in him to cause some financial damage, but I don't think they're expecting to win the round so easily. He manages to get a couple of opening picks, and it snowballs out of control, and now it's Fnatic. They're on the force buy. They'll have Deagles and PT50s here. Stewie 2K is protecting his teammates. Sure, the bomb didn't get planted there, but Stewie kept finding kill after kill. There was a lovely 1D from Twist as well. As we go 1-1, and 5 players on the B side of the map. Stewie and Nitro throwing a little bit of utility at the start and then patrolling middle after that. Twist has got more than enough confidence to challenge towards the B bomb site, and it's Twist to be removed first. 2 kills for Team Liquid, and it's a 5 versus 3. Exist. He surely isn't long for this world.
Naf gets him down. He couldn't find the Deagle shot even to land on the body. And Stewie is positioned very well to counter off any play in which Fnatic has been trying. It's not going to be Brolan that's out beyond enemy lines this time. He's gone, so Crimson JW instead, but they'll be watched very closely. Elige, the AK straight outside of the door.
Just a formality now. Liquid have won the round. Just whether they keep all 5 players alive is the question. Fnatic do have presence towards a connector. They're trying to see if anyone will explore this position, and Elige is considering it. Through the door he goes. In fact, he just shuts it, and he'll lock them out of the round. So that's frustrating there for Fnatic. Just Deagles and Armor to save, but I guess you might as well. They're going to have absolutely nothing next round as Liquid will take the lead 2-1 off the back of a single AK in round number 2. Stewie 2K certainly delivering, and they will have to just try and stay alive towards long. 5 for Team Liquid here, well back on their feet on their map pick, and the analyst pointed it out. Overpass has been their map. It looks so strong for them, and you can see why. 2 very good rounds back to back. Bomb goes off, and Fnatic with nothing to work with in round number 4. Good stuff so far from Liquid.
Fans getting something a little bit exciting going now because they've got their first lead in the series. Did not need it all on Cash. But it's time to stew things over. Exist may just use this round where they're on pistols to talk about the next. Not that they'll stay in spawn and use it as the extended timeout, but certainly was quite vocal at the start of this, and this one they seem to want to go quickly for. 3 towards the jungle boost and 2 on the catwalk. So they can counter peek at sandbags. This could actually work out in that all 5 are there. They're going to leave Twist and JW to rotate off at it early. JW already took nade damage, but oh, that's a kill if he walks forward at all. Temptingly close. Don't know if they'll get much else now because they're heading back through the door. JW's Deagle is what waits for them on the other side. Smoke already down at the main entrance to the bathrooms. He's just on the opposing side of the wall, so he actually won't be spotted by JW. That Molotov's going to do a lot of damage to him. Oh, he didn't have much damage to give. He only has 3 HP as he makes it back to the site.
Fnatic surely don't have much of a say here with JW, one of the few players with armor down to 3 HP. It's Elige that has full buff and control here, and they're focusing towards long. Only one player there. It's going to be Twist. And he has got a P250, but not for long. Stewie removes him. And now they'll make their way towards the A side. They can always fall back, and the boost is still in position here. Crims has been incredibly patient. It's going to get him a frag. Just about takes down Twist. Can't recover that rifle, but that's surely the cue. But now tries to start mowing them down here. He knows exactly where they are, and he's looking for 3. Gets 2.5. Elige will take down Crims. And now JW, the aforementioned player that's low. No chance of doing anything about this.
You're not right about the patience. I don't think I've seen a triple boost stay there that long in a round before. Usually you cut your losses and move on much sooner, but gets them 1 kill, I suppose. It's not going to get them a gun from it, and that 1 kill, Twist has it's $5,050, so he's got enough, no problem, and as well as that, it's not going to cost them too much dearly into the next round either. They've still got a round in hand on top of it. Fnatic on the opposing side, this will only be the 3rd round of the bonus built up. Because remember, they won pistol and then were canceled, so that early, that 1900 bonus, the benefit that you get now, they didn't get that. They started fresh at 1400.
Yeah, and JW, he actually wanted to stay alive there considering he had the helmets already. Let's see round 5 come through. That's a creative sign. That's not bad. We'll give that one 8 out of 10.
Chad approves.
Nice work. Round 5, no orb available on the CT side. For Masses will come out, Twist and JW to have those. Serial getting a chant now, it's pretty good.
It's not bad.
First time for everything.
I want a company that people chant and give me free advertising.
No defuse kits and absolute bare bones utility taking damage and then some. Now Fly.
Oh, nade. Does that bounce far enough? It's going to soften Twist up. It wasn't enough to kill him off, but certainly made things awkward for him, and it almost pushed him back over to the other side of Monster. Stewie will wrap it around. They'll join up together at the park. So a 1-kill lead for Liquid when guns are brought back out for Fnatic, and this would lead to yet another save, so they are getting the momentum. I like the sentiment of what Chad said when he passed by Liquid in the hall, that that's the only map they have an advantage on us. That's the mentality they need.
Absolutely. And it makes sense. Cash is not being forgiving for Liquid. They haven't played it at all recently, and when they have, it has led to defeat. You feel like their chances are much stronger on a map like Overpass. It's where they've seen them really hone their craft. They've turned into a slow, methodical team since Adren has joined as coach. They seem like they're very happy to play slow Counter-Strike and go for these executions. Very good at getting the map control. And right now it's Nafly falling back from B to join his teammates. They still have 2 smokes, 4 flashbangs and a Molotov. That is enough to get themselves into A side, but the time is ticking away. Let's see if they can nail this, as Brolan still has his smoke. If he gets him in the bathrooms right now, that could be enough. He spotted the smoke and actually drops in front of the bomb site here to give himself a bit of cover. We saw him use his position before, the turret with the AUG, and he's looking for headshots once again. That's absolutely brilliant, but he can't fall back in time.
Quiet Elise able to get him. That leaves them now with just 3 to defend. One of which is JW. He's on the flank. Naf's slow enough when he's got the off angle. Not enough if he can't hit the shot. Does that early damage by Twist means JW could quickly collect, even though it's just the FAMAS. And just like that, we're back to level draw. Crims and Twist going to work together from the back lines, from the dumpster position. Twist's on the Liquid side, however, is out toward long, making sure JW doesn't get free rite of passage, and JW is the only one left because Elise shuts down Crims and Twist immediately as they arrive at the top of the stairs. We said this would lead to another save, so JW will do that now. And it's 4 for Liquid.
JW will be taken down in the end as well. That slow, methodical gameplay from Liquid pays dividends as they get it absolutely spot on there. Slow map control, they get long, they get bathrooms, they make their way up, a couple of smokes. Brolan did what he could, but only good for 1 frag. As soon as he was dropped, the bomb was planted, and now Liquid are indeed in full control here. Fnatic have no choice but to bring out Desert Eagles again. We'll see CZs in the hands of JW as the replay from Elise. Very strong round from him.
JW already quickly down into the underpass position as well. Brolan's going to back off to the bathrooms. Bomb waits, so Liquid know certainly that they are going to be holding on to just pistols, and as such, they'll make no mistakes, not walk into anything unsuspectingly. First, play for information. Second, feel out the sides of the map, both A and B. And we'll get to around 30 seconds and see where it transpires.
This is looking so good for Liquid once again. Patient, making sure they have trade potential, not overcommitting to angles. JW deadly with the CZ. He's the only player that has armor. He's holding that connector. Now Stewie starts to probe towards the bathrooms. There is presence there from Brolan, who's been so dangerous to the Deagle. But Twist will strike first. That's towards the connector. Early 5-on-4. And the only danger is here really that Stewie can go down and then give away a rifle, but he's taking care of that. Very efficient kill, and that's going to be the A site open for business here.
Crims out, looking for it, but can't do much. Elise gets the shot instead. We haven't seen any, or at least not higher than quota. Incredible Deagle shots as of yet in this series. Fairly standard in terms of conversion rate. Aside from the force on Liquid round 2 this map. Anti-ecos have been quite successful, and Elise wants to confirm that again this time. Twist can exist. The only 2 left. They'll wait and see if they can get anything back at all. If they fire with 1 and somehow the gun falls forward, it'd be lovely to get an AK in that situation, maybe do further damage, but all 5 alive, and 5 rounds indeed for Liquid.
It's looking so good for them on this T side. You can see why they picked this map, and it's the first time out now for Fnatic. They need the AWP desperately. JW was absolutely spot on with the AWP on Cash, but starting to drop off now. Twist said he was going to step up here on Overpass. He is the one to pick up the sniper first. JW could have got a second, but he opts for the M4 instead. So the timeout comes through, and Team Liquid will be aware there's going to be some sort of change here, and they can assume the AWP will be coming through. This would be a great chance to drop maybe a B execution in, really avoid the AWP. But the slow gameplay is working out so well for them. Might just keep things as they are as the timeout comes to an end. It's going to be round number 7 now, 5-1 in favor of the North Americans, giving Fnatic a taste of their own medicine. And the Orb Twist, where does it head? It's actually going towards the B bomb site. Bomb for Liquid heading in that direction as well.
He doesn't have a kill yet, Twist, so he's going to be aggressive.
It's been a rough final for him. He finished the first map on 10 frags, but his teammates were all above 20.
And he's been consistent. They all have been consistent. Like I say, There's an argument for all 5 of them really to have MVP based on certain moments they've had throughout the playoffs, especially. JW, I think, led statistically with Brolan just behind. In terms of impact, I think Brolan leads the way for me.
I think so.
Towards short with the exception of Nitro. He'll stay at the stern and control the rudder in this situation. So there's his first. We said he needed it on the AWP. Has to look toward Monster. Be careful of his positioning because there's a Flames down behind him, and unfortunately, he can't get enough of an angle to make the op viable for a second shot. JW fully blind as well. Stewie's gonna rush this down. That's what Stewie needs to do in Liquid.
This is why Team Liquid are considered the heavy favorites going into this one. They've got a great mixture of nice defaults, perfect executions, and brutal firepower as well. And that's a perfect demonstration of how good they can be. That was absolutely perfect counter-strike there. Making sure they're close to the bomb side, pushing the CTs back first. Basic execution, sure, Twist gets that first kill, but what does he do after that? There's so many flashbangs and smokes down. There's no backup from his teammates, and Stewie is so relentless with his assault with the AK-47 as they go up 6-1 here. Deagles, CZs, once again for Fnatic, they just can't get going here on the CT side of Overpass.
Stewie Molotov's JW out. He's easily able to take him down, though, because he struck fast enough that the gun was not yet ready to fire. As Nitro needs to do better than that, but JW's got the AK picked up. A third will do. A third's a charm. But a very costly exchange, because Fnatic started that with pistols, got an AK, and got 2, and now they have the man advantage. 2-2 split on the defensive side. Elysia's the only one in the bathrooms. Twist and Brolan want to take territory back. So if the Deagles can accomplish that task or not. 2 of them together as well, Deagles. You don't need necessarily the headshots then. You can slow the shots down if you combine. Higher rate of fire between the 2, better accuracy. Can be very punishing.
This is a difficult situation now for Liquid. They're going to posture up towards long. Looking to smoke the bank and CT steps. Those will be deployed. No fakes, no trickery here. Just going to commit together as the flashbangs come in. CTs will position themselves in the bathrooms, checking all the angles here. And they'll try and plant towards the bank side, to be honest. That would make a lot more sense at this stage. As they'll smoke in front of the bomb site. Good stuff so far. Twist will bring back 1, but Exist gets 2. It's all down to Twist at this stage. He's got the bomb planted and a serious chance here, but he needs to find an opening kill quickly. There it is. Now he really has boosted his chances.
This is an ace if he gets it as well. He's already got 3, but it's against pistols. He's got the shoulder baited out. They can swing together. They can line up, and they'll get him down. Exist got the AK, and Fnatic finally steal around back.
It took an absolute brawl down in the connector there from JW. Started off with the CZ. He gets the first kill, pushes forward for a second, and at that point, Liquid were forced to actually commit towards the A site. Smokes down, flashes through, bomb planted, and Twist certainly had a chance in that 2 versus 1, but couldn't find the first kill. And it goes 6-2. Fnatic now looking a little bit better as they can bring out the AWP once again, this time in the hands of JW. It's himself and Twist that mix things up. It's a very Swedish style of counter-strike. Exists. Brilliant shot there. The fact he gets a second as well. Not sure how intentional it was, but he'll take it all day long. All for JW now. He'll go towards middle. Twist took that weapon towards B before, and Brolan looks to get aggressive here. Good flashbang, but he can't recover. As he tries to pull out the rifle desperately, not going to happen.
Too aggressive for his own good. It was a creative little pop flash, sideways with momentum on the strafe, but he didn't get the gun back out in time at all, you're right. Caught them partially. And now they're in trouble for it because they know that Brolan plays the bathrooms. They'll take the position before they can rotate back in, but they have. Crims, Twist, JW all on this side of the map. In fact, if they had the presence of mind to check B right now, they would discover it's only Exist over there. Instead, they're going to take the fight, and it's not working out at all.
Certainly not. Equal situation for now, but Team Liquid continue towards the A bomb site. Crims is tucked in the bathrooms. I'm not sure they're aware of it. If he looks to his left now, he's actually got kills available to him. I'm not sure he's aware of it, but now he'll be taken down. It's up to Twist, who has been quiet so far, but he's found the bomb. Nitro 2 versus 1. AWP uses the Molotov to flush out Twist on the other side, but the backstab comes in. He's actually hit the headshot. No way! How's he pulling this one off? The clock headshot followed up by the AWP shot, and it's Twist that's low. 1 bullet on either side will do it.
One will do it on either side, but Nitro's still going to stay to the AWP. I can't believe he hit that headshot on reaction. spinning around. Twist now has to dance backwards to find better ground, to rotate off so that Nitro has no idea how to get the angle, how to find it, but he will anyway. What a clutch from Nitro. It all starts with a bit of a chance shot, I have to say. A bit of luck, but he'll take it.
The fact that the CT didn't have a helmet there is everything. There's a mechanic in Counter-Strike called aim punch. Not bad, not bad.
Oh, Chad told me about these guys. I think they're called bogans.
Okay. Round 10. Going through it. It's all about that Glock headshot. It kind of removes your aim completely with the headshot there and makes things very difficult. Fantastic recovery from Nitro. That really is world class. It will be 7-2. And we have a slight technical issue, I think, a headset. It's popped his clogs, so we'll sort that out quickly. Round 10, and money's pretty decent for Fnatic. They have 6K on JW and Crims.
We'll run a USB hub through these desks for ESL. And I saw Broland looking in that direction, so I imagine they just reset the headset because we look like we're ready to go again. What's the purchase going to be from Fnatic? They've yet to use it, so they're calling it tactical now on the back of the technical. So that only starts just now, so they've got 30 seconds plus the 20 in freeze time.
They got a chance for a double orb setup if they want it, or they can be a little bit more conservative and drop SMGs and help out the players with little to no money. Broland will purchase himself the MP9. JW does indeed bring out the AWP. That's got to be such a gutting round for them to give up. But they'll buy what they can. It exists with the FAMAS. A couple of rifles in the hands of Twist and Crims as well. They have one kit and enough utilities to win around, but I'd imagine JW might be working a little bit harder for the first pick. Speaking of dropping off Crims after having such an electric performance on Cash, he's currently 1-6. Still quite early days here. Plenty of time to bring it back, but a little bit worrying when the CT side of Overpass and struggling like this. Russian B.
Getting a shutdown though, already through. Exist couldn't even get to position. They were there so quickly. Crims is reverse side of the sandbags. That could be beneficial for them because as they swing in, Twist goes down. They're not going to expect Crims' presence, and he can jump up above. So smokes are highly important for Twist's position. Naf's on 1 HP. Who's going to see the other first? They're both in the open to each other, but they've not spotted it. Twist looks back. He's the one with the bomb as well, but he needs to clear the site, and he can't get JW, who swings in with the op from window. And Naf with 1 to find 2.
It's a tall order for sure, especially against that MP9 and they're holding in a very defensive manner. Minute to play with. Bomb, though, in a horrible position as Naf tries to bring this back to a 1 versus 1. Focusing on the AWP would be the most intelligent way to do it. HP not a factor if you can get close enough to him. That's exactly what he's going to try and do. Not even worrying about the bomb right now. Just trying to get as close as he can to JW, but he's got the information that Exist has done a massive amount of damage. 1 HP is not ideal, and it will be Fnatic pulling around back and actually getting a double AWP setup going forward as well. We said Crims is quiet now. He's on 1-6 at the start of this round. Gets a couple of kills here. Nice movement from short. So he ends round number 11 here. Money, of course, very strong for Team Liquid. They got 5 AKs once again, but for the first time, Fnatic have a double AWP setup on Overpass. Extremely viable, especially when you have players like JW and Twist available to you.
Censorship. Well, then again, he's going to get aggressive. JW with the op will do the same. Twist, he knows he's there, but man, JW is looking like his old self, isn't he?
He really is. I've been enjoying his aggressive, assertive AWPing. Back in 2015, we'd see that every single game, just so confident in his own ability, and it has dropped off the last couple of years.
Yeah, Kenny was the king of the flick. Guardian had good movement and was more similar to JW, if you want to compare it to someone. Those two were really good at taking positions, rushing catwalk with a quick boost on Dust 2, dropping down through the window on Mirage. Very similar back in those days. Crims, he looks toward long. Elige goes for reverse boost in bathrooms, and that's not a bad shout considering how many times they've had players in there. Nitro will finally now go to long. Anyone out toward the rock is certainly dead because Naf's in behind them as well. But the unanswered kill remains in the favor of Fnatic. Side execution, but look at the presence. JW's in rotation as well. Twist is already on the dumpster. Crims, the bank truck. Wall of smokes down. Default has to be the plant. 5 smokes, in fact, but the one at long is dissipated already. And Brolan can peek on the Nitro. If they want to go for the default plant, they still have to deal with Twist and Brolan because both can spray in so easily. Trades go either way, but Brolan gets the offset. Bomb not planted. Stewie desperate. 4 seconds, he's got no time, and Exist will put him out of his misery.
Solid hold there from Fnatic. It's a team ace as well, managing to look very strong on the ace side. And we said, Team Liquid, very slow, methodical team. Sometimes can be a little bit too slow, especially if they don't get the opening kill they need. It can be a scramble towards the side, and they're left with little to no time to make it work. Round 12, Stewie couldn't deliver in the 3-on-1. They still have plenty of cash here. JW still with the double orb setup. It's round 12 coming to the closing stages of the first half now. And it looks to be more of a standard approach on Liquid here. Throwing a few smokes at the very start, though. Molotov towards short to try and stop this push. We said he's looked good so far. Can he find another one? AWP in the perfect position, but the timing is off. That is frustrating. He saw the communication. He did spot the foot as Twist will try and help himself towards Monster.
Flash goes over, Twist. Have to try to hit the shot on the gap. JW, the second op on this site. He's doing much better. Forget flashes for him. He's got all day to fire at his targets. And then he even distracts Naf long enough for Crims and Brolan to join in on the equation, just leaving that Nitro. No bomb for him. It's down at Sandbags, which is a tough position to reclaim it when you've got Brolan watching it so closely. Fnatic starting to show similar teamwork to what we saw on Cash, and Liquid, despite having 7 already on their T side, is going to have to start to feel the pressure or respond immediately because money is building up against them, and they themselves are on the last buy.
Absolutely true. Fnatic making a bit of a comeback here. The double orb setup on the B bomb site. You don't see that too often. It was Twist that was flashed off and took the aggro over JW, and of course he hits 2 more. Survives long enough the rotation from Crims, and here they are, knocking on the door of breaking the money of Team Liquid.
Nitro gets toward the park. Elise will use the sign just to see if anyone's longer. Naf is in the get right spot. Although we say that, considering the series against Fnatic, by the way, on this map. Remember how long that went? And that was NIP's map choice, just as it's Liquid's now. So it's not like they don't pick the map, but they're not strangers to it.
Absolutely.
It's triple overtime. Get Right was so assertive that he actually gave that position to Lekro, and he was getting aggressive, which was nice to see. Meanwhile, though, this game, Brolan Bathrooms, as always, has been smoked off at long, which means we'd want to make an approach. Swing back through connector. Nitro. Go first. Molotov instead. Brolan has no angle. But they're using utility before the site just to get angles, to get position. And in fact, for the first time, it's a fake, but it's a long rotation.
It really is. 30 seconds remaining. They've run out of time before, but Elise is absolutely stunning with the AK-47. Exist now alone, needs rotations quickly. Crims arrives at the scene of the crime. 20 seconds, the incendiary will do great work here, and Exist hiding behind the smoke. Oh, the exchange, he comes out on top, and Brolan somehow kills 2. And Nitro, again, no real time to clutch this one out. Surely, he's doing great work, though.
Oh! He almost saw Crims as well. He just didn't react in time. A one-on-one from that situation is remarkable. And now the bonus is at least built to another force potential. It's on max against Liquid. 5 in a row. I shouldn't say that. 5 from 6 for Fnatic.
Gave him a chance there for sure. The fact he got 2. Felt like he could have been on for a 3rd, but didn't quite connect. It exists. Very smart positioning. He smoked off towards short. Takes a lot of damage from Naf, but somehow manages to come out on top in the exchange. And Nitro, this is just absolutely brilliant. The 3rd kill was strong, but couldn't find the 4th. And now Liquid are the ones who will be down to just the pistols here. They had such a triumphant start. Exist getting his confidence as an exchange towards the connector. JW have won. Exist with a push. He gives himself up as well. They could drop this to pistols. 3 versus 3. Brolan's done big damage, and the bomb is in front of him.
I think they expected that this was going to be a force buy, because they pressed harder than they needed to. Liquid actually conceded and were hoping to get guns out for round 15 afterwards, but now they've got Nitro on the op. 2 kills already starting on the pistol. And 2 Augs. Absolutely they could steal this back. They'll leave the bomb down at long for now as Naf goes hunting. Crims has done the same, so at least despite that they're down a man, they've gotten information and they've gotten map control. Twist hasn't peeked to see if they've gone inside of Connector, but Crims all the way back out behind. They'll expect this is going to be at long. And Crims may even check the corner, knowing that they're going to be posted up, waiting for a reaction. Oh, he's not. He's not, but he gives himself up, Naf. He got looking as well, and Crims was able to look back just in time. And now they know they are at long. So Twist has the information, and he can look and turn and bury himself at a headshot angle toward the flower pot. All he has to do is catch them in the cross, and Elige is low enough.
He absolutely is. Twist, like you said, good position. Flashbang doesn't get him too much. 1 versus 1 now. Nitro, good job to actually make this round possible. He'll be planting the truck as Crims rotates in through the bathrooms here. He has flashes and an HE. But now, no information as to where Nitro is repositioned.
Okay, Nitro is looking back. I was going to say, don't consider elsewhere, because Crims actually got the kill onto Naf, remember, so he should know that he's toward the bathrooms. Based on the timing, he's hunting. He doesn't actually have the full confidence to know where Crims is going to be. Went for the op. He could have stayed on the rifle in this situation, so he knows he needs to get the shot quickly, so he's positioned and burrowed into the stairs as a result. Now looking out to the front of sight, Crim's gonna cross, narrow choke point, Nitro, no mistake.
Really strong play there from Nitro. The AWP, the perfect weapon. He knows he's got a nice gap, and the time was just too low. Crims couldn't check absolutely every angle, and he went towards long. He was hoping Nitro was there, but absolutely not. It's round 15. Liquid have won the half of this stage, and they managed to do it with Tech 9s and Deagles. A little bit too aggressive there from Fnatic. The AWP and Connector, that's the one that gives it up, and this is the replay. Now it's how Nitro even got that weapon. A jumping Tech 9 around the corner. Caught out Brolan, who was trying to push towards long, and close things out with a lovely AWP shot there. And Fnatic will have shotguns, 1 rifle, and a pistol. Nitro, he'll be removed. Crims now with the AWP. Can he follow things up? Went for the quick scope, not going to connect.
Good choice from Naf to pursue that. Nitro has definitely stepped it up.
Oh, yes.
12 kills, just 1 behind that of Twists. But 2 4 kills in a row to get him to that. Naf. He takes out Twist on sight, just JW and Brolan, and it could be a 9-6 half in favor of Liquid, which is perfect for the T side, even though there was a bit of momentum for Fnatic. As I said, 5 from 6 rounds. It certainly brought a bit of doubt on Liquid's map choice because they ran out of money in that time for a moment as well. Bomb now goes down on the site. Stewie's even watching this rotation, so JW's unlikely to be any say in this at all. He gets Brolan, JW spotted, well held from Liquid, and that's a much, much better team than we saw on Cash, at least in terms of the coordination.
Absolutely. Team Liquid looked like they're confident, but Fnatic are starting to wake up. We will take a break and see who comes out on top on the second map of this best of 5. Do not go anywhere.
9-6, Liquid looked much better and more at home on Overpass. Trying to level the series at 1, they're going to have to do so. If they don't do, and Fnatic's able to somehow pull this off, it brings in jeopardy the entire championship, and another second place is unacceptable for Liquid. They have to start bringing trophies home. They have to start accumulating points and really mounting a charge for the #1 position in the world.
Absolutely, so much hype around this team. Another grand final and a slow start on Cash, but now on the CT side, they have a decent lead here as we get into the pistol. Italy just getting aggressive towards the top of middle, and JW at the fountain will have to fend off Twists, who's pushing further and further for headshots here. He is backed up by Nafly. They're not connecting the dots at all. It looks like Fnatic might have control here, but Twist does pull one back. He's now pushing them back towards that A side. There's plenty more CTs waiting for them.
He's going to have to get aggressive and wrap in, though, because he's lost connector. He does still have one player waiting along, but they've lost the sight. Twist is going to make noise, and JW was waiting the whole time. Clothesline him immediately. Somehow, still though, Nitro finds 2 kills, as he's done so many times, to give them a chance. Bomb down as well. They've got to make the move, but they can try and line him up. They can try and trade off this. He can't get the headshot on a Crims, double peek, and he's got to be so careful. Almost has to allow the bomb plant at this point in time. Remember, he has no armor. That's why he was trying to play the dumpster, sneaking into the truck, though. He now has the kit toward the site with an incendiary and a smoke. Smoke goes down on top of the bomb immediately, and it doesn't even matter. He gets the headshot. He doesn't need flames to contain 4 kills, defuse, and another clutch from Nitro.
So wild. How has he pulled that one off? 4 kills, and the last one was just absolutely perfect. Right-clicks the smoke over, peeks before it blooms. Pixel perfect headshot there, and it's going to be double digits for Team Liquid. Fnatic have no idea how that one fell apart. It was looking so good for them. And they get the bomb down in a few kills as well. They keep bringing out an AK-47. JW even compliments a nice shot in chat, and you can say that's certainly a fair assessment. Look at him go. The smoke goes over, and the headshot that follows up is just mind-blowing. So they do not bring out the AK-47. Desert Eagles, a P250, no armor, no nades.
Lead in, JW, 61 for it. Legion Nitro together, the old guard. It's crazy to think that, isn't it?
Indeed.
How young, wow, how young they are and how long they've been teammates, but now they really are the veterans among this squad. Stewie supports Twist. Naf gets back over to the bathroom as well. That's the right position to be in, and now the AUG will go to work. Shadow shows. They get the advantage on the inside of that. Elige gets the kill on the MP9 as well, which is important. Same with Naf, because they'll build up the bank on the SMGs. They lose only one. It's an UMP, excuse me, and that's not a big deal. So, very well contested and well held from Team Liquid.
Absolutely true. Fnatic, though, this is where they have the buy. Liquid with a strong pistol. Second round, no problem. We'll see now if the AK-47s will be enough. 5 of them out, all the utility they could possibly need as well. It's round 18, and at this stage, we'll take stock and see what kind of weapons Team Liquid have. It's still on the MP9s. That's going to be Naf and Elige. UMP for Stewie, and a couple of rifles there. So a bit of a bonus situation for the CTs now. It's spread out in a default formation. The terrorists, that is, for Liquid, anything but. They're hunting for kills. They're trying to do damage through the smoke. Crims thinks better of it. Lets them have the control, and he'll fall back towards C-spawn.
Three at long with bomb. It's sort of a bonus. 3 SMGs. Interesting that they went back to 1 because could have upgraded slightly, but they'll hold for it. It's very passive. Nitro with the fire pods. This is a tough call for Elige. He's going to just barely get there. Reveals that there's 2, and the AUG with the range is the one to go down. That's a problem. The AK clears. 2 kits still in play. I say that just because one of them was lost at long. They won't have to go get it. But now just 1 remains because they've lost Nap as well. Stewie, he'll come back in with the UMP. Twists. Incendiary to the truck, forcing JW forward, but he waits on the inside of the smoke. That's all he had to do. Stewie tried to jump in, as he does, the smoke criminal, but Crims is better at it. He fires back and finds Twists as well.
Really solid round there from Fnatic. They were expected to win it given the context of Team Liquid's setup. As we mentioned, it was the bonus buy there. You've got the MP9s, you've got FAMAS's, a couple of rifles. They try to go super aggressive towards that short position. As soon as Fnatic got that intel, they didn't lose any damage. They re-coordinated themselves back towards the A side. Small execution, hit the shots, and they've actually got Liquid on a bit of a leash now. They could have forced one into this, but the fact they have this decent lead, they don't really have to. It's going to take CZs, PD50s, no armor, one smoke, and see if they can cause damage towards that connector. Now, we saw how problematic this can be. You need to make sure you have numbers with you. You do not want to face his corner by yourself, and he's got two players behind him. That's Brolan. He should be able to find the first kill, no problem. He removes Nitro, who's been absolutely deadly so far, so that's a sigh of relief.
And this is where that bonus comes back into it. They didn't need to upgrade as heavily as they did, or they needed to commit to rifles, because they left themselves in between on the money. And it gives Fnatic a chance to bring this to within 3 rounds. And again, pressure. They're just adding it to themselves. Stewie will take out Brolan. And he and Alish, the only ones left in the bathrooms, completely surrounded. Crims and Exist will close it out. 8 rounds Fnatic, 11 Liquid. That seemed inevitable at the start, to be fair. And now, what's the call?
This could be where the AWP is purchased.
It is.
Nitro has been absolutely spectacular with it, but JW, he's not far off the pace either. He'll be on the AK for this round at least, but yes, Nitro does have the AWP and 17 kills to his name. A decent setup, but no kits. There it is. Elise will get one right at the very end. FAMAS for Twist, and pretty good utility. Not the best, as Elise will push towards mid. He's got to smoke down to try and get a nade towards the T-steps. Will it connect? A little bit. Twist will go down to 88 points of health and make his way towards the playground. As Exists will join Brolan once again in towards that connector. They consistently send 3 players in this position to make sure they can trade out kills.
Brolan first up the stairs and into contact. Actually caught Liquid backing off. I think he just got team dinked, because he got dinked at 64 in the open. I think that had to have come from Exist. So a bit of a miscue. Targets, they were just spamming the smoke. He walked out in front of the firing bullets. Go for the deep smoke boost. Try and see if anyone is still out toward Flower, but they're back in the site. Very passive from Liquid's approach. And they haven't really gone hunting over for information at B either. This is where Liquid has to be careful. Many times they get caught being a little bit too stale. And they're late on the rotations. If they don't hold this, the retake will be difficult. Not only that, Naf's rotated off this. They have no information. They're just guessing at this point. Twists and Stewie need to do something almost at this point to get information to force out a reaction. Elige will call that the smokes are in. Naf's on his way back, but does he get there in time? Nitro with the op at truck. No smoke in front of him just yet. That's to their benefit. Finds the first kill. Brolan down. Oh, Naf's got 2. That works. He got there just in time. They'll lose the AWP, but the smokes are due to resolve themselves within the next 5 seconds. So ball being dropped, 9 seconds on the clock. It's a great hold from Naf.
Yeah, no problem at all there for the CTs. Nafly with 3 kills, holding strong like a turret on the A side of Fnatic. With a similar approach we saw from Liquid in the first half. Very slow, running it down to about 20 seconds before the final execution came in. But Liquid were ready and waiting. There wasn't enough presence towards B at all. They read it well, and they'll extend their lead to 12-8 now. But Fnatic will bring out the AWP for the first time on the T side. Twist for Fnatic is still struggling, 8 and 17. He's the one player that hasn't really had any special moments so far. As Elige will fire off speculative shots towards the T steps with the smoke down. Team Liquid now looking confident to close this out. It's the second map of our best of 5. They're currently 1-0 down.
Twist locked into the corner. He's stuck. They got Nitro, and Twist thought he was going to be able to play off of his teammates. So rather than jumping back to the site, he played safety. Just left them vulnerable afterwards. Stewie's going to have to respond. Smokes down. Molotovs as well. Silenced M4 so they won't see the tracers. But he's got to reposition. And Fnatic have Brown. Stewie's got game. He's got aim, and he's got the kill on Exist. As JW still comes in, though. Naf's in the open. And Stewie wants to swing the ramp. Lee's got the target he wanted to fire at. Crims was better positioned. 12-9. And Liquid only strung 2 together before they were answered. In fact, it was 2 for Fnatic immediately after, so they haven't got much rolling in terms of money yet again.
That's such a swing. What a difference a minute makes. Team Liquid is such a strong round before. This time changing the setup, focusing their efforts towards short. With the flashbangs over, the Molotovs towards short, they couldn't escape the water area. Fnatic open the door, get 2 clean kills. The bomb sites overran. And we'll see CZ, a shotgun, and a deagle. It's 12-9, round 22. Twist on the AWP once again as Nitro trying to listen out for footsteps towards the middle area. That shotgun of Elige. He has done some impressive things with the Mag 7 before. But Brolan staying well away. He's making sure he has a very strong angle towards that connector.
Oh, well, that is a prayer answered for Brolan. They're living on fire and flames and now fumes because there's just Stewie and Twists left. Brolan burns 2 alive. Twist trying to pack up, find a better angle for his Deagle to work, and Brolan's got that covered as well. Another 3 kills for the young man, and he is on 15. JW leads. Nitro leads overall, I suppose, if we want to get technical on it. But you're right, Twists is the one, or excuse me, Twist is the one. Fnatic Twist is the one that's really not arrived in this series yet.
Yeah, and he surely is a ticking time bomb. He has been phenomenal. It's not like he's had a quiet tournament. He really has turned some heads. This round is an absolute gimme. It's going to be double digits for Fnatic now. Sure, they're on the T side, but it's getting a little bit uncomfortable for Liquid now. If they gave this map up, that would be absolutely catastrophic for them. This was a lock-in. They haven't lost this map in months. As they do give the round away, 12-10 comes through. I don't think the money's there to buy again. They're going to have to take yet another eco here, or at least a partial buy. Round 23. Liquid's pace starting to drop off. They've given up 4 rounds out of the last 5 after winning the pistol in the second half.
Imagine watching Overwatch at all. Brolan waits, as we've seen so many times and so patiently in situations such as that, burning 3 alive and then just held his angles as they approach the site. Crims goes back in through short. I swear, Blizzard, I didn't do this. Stop blaming me for all the hate. Stewie comes back in with the CZ. Crims gets him. He needed to get the kill. Again, they have to sit double eco territory. And Fnatic are going to bring this within 1. I think they win this. They could even win this in 3 because Dust 2's open. This is catastrophic for Liquid. You said it. That's the perfect word.
But, well, Fnatic, I guess to be fair, have not looked good on Dust 2. That's one of the maps they actually looked pretty weak on. We'll see whether that comes through. But you're right, it is open on their day. There's certainly a team that can run around and find headshots. It's just tactically they didn't look that impressive. But we'll wait till we get there. But, yeah, if this one goes against them, Liquid, I'm not sure they'll be able to recover. They'll be down in the dumps and they'll take 3 in a row after that. This is going to be 12-11 for sure as Naflight, the last player remaining here, is with the Desert Eagle towards heaven. It's a matter of time before he's taken down. It's Exist to add to his total. He's top fragging again, Matt. Exist, never known to be a big fragger in his CSGO career at least. Always been in-game leader, more of a support role, never going to be lighting the scoreboard up. But this tournament, he's consistently been at the top and he's surrounded by some of the strongest riflers in the game. It's absolutely awesome to see him stepping up in such a massive way here. Round 24 and the CTs, Team Liquid that is, will be taking another timeout.
And again, even though the bonus is now built up at CT side, so you've got to win here. You lose this, you potentially lose the lead. And I don't know if Fnatic has the mental, if Liquid has the mental capacity to actually respond to that. I know that sounds crazy. They're number 2 in the world. They've been number 2 in the world for, what, 8 months probably? I suppose not, actually. The start of this year, they were switched with Na'Vi. It's been close between them. But they've been up there for a while, yeah. And at that point, the mentality has to have settled in. So if they can't recover it, if this final haunts them again, what has to change? Is it time to go the business approach? Is it time to bring in the psychologist as well? They've talked to one in the past, but that's not a full employee of the Liquid. Yeah,
there's certainly a conversation to be had saying, oh, they consistently make grand finals. This team's awesome, which they are, but they're never going to be satisfied with that. They want to lift trophies. They want to taste the glory. As we get into round 24 here, money available, but no AWP on Nitro, which has been influential in their success. Stewie to defend, B grenades here, and JW trying to negate the flames. And there's going to be an opening kill. Great AG work. They have to find kills with these rifles here. Stewie's the last player remaining as he sits in the smoke. They run past him. He's only good for 1, and surely there's no chance of this retake.
JW is climbing the barrels. Nitro can't even get in. Twist has the shot. It's all on Elige. He's gotten 2. Give him a chance because he knows JW's in the pit. He's tinked, he's tagged, he's forced off his aim as well because he didn't have a helmet, so that actually clipped him through the wall, which forced the aim punch into effect. Luckily, it got him through the wall because the AK would have killed him otherwise. He takes advantage of the smoke to chase down his previous prey. GW on 2 HP.
No kit here, Matt. A couple of flashbangs. That's about as exciting as it gets. And Crims is playing a very defensive game. As soon as he touches the bomb, they'll both throw themselves at it. Now he can't even defuse it. He's going to have to try and fall back with the AWP. At least that's something. Oh, they're going to try and spam him. They've got him in the end. JW makes sure the AWP couldn't be taken away. He'll go down with a blast, but that's worth it. The fact that Liquid don't have the AWP now is absolutely everything. They have a good chance of taking the lead in round number 25. $3,000 per player or 4th stage loss bonus. They have to take another partial buy here. This is falling apart for Liquid. They looked like they was their map. They had a strong lead. Their T side was brilliant. They had all the executions. Finally, the individuals are starting to shine, but Fnatic are clawing this one back and actually going to take the lead, presumably at this point. But the Deagles and CZs of Team Liquid are powerful.
Fnatic just looked the better team, too.
True.
Press, full push. A fountain that they've gotten. Brolan caught with an 8 out. Still has enough distance between them. You saw one in the smoke, but Twist was slow to react. I think he's even a little bit disappointed by that, and they're forced off the position, which now means the map control does favor Team Liquid slightly. They've also been able to get the AK as a result of pushing them back inside of the stairs, but the immediate response from Fnatic, 3 at long, we'll take B. Thanks very much. JW takes the underpass, takes Nitro. And Fnatic, as you say, will take the lead, it seems, because Scout and Naf. Lige can't really do much with a smoke in front of him. Kits, no armor. AK might be viable in the next round. They might want to consider saving that. Head shows, didn't quite clip it. Crims ticks down to 8 HP instead. And I think Naf holds on and just waits. Fnatic are going to have this 13-12. This will be the 5th round in a row, 7 from 8. Only 1 gun round for Liquid in this half.
This is all getting very worrying now, but that was another eco there. They had to take 2 of them, a maximum loss bonus coming into the next round. We'll see the AWP coming for sure, but it's Fnatic taking the lead, 13-12. And the second map of this best of 5, and you're right, the fact Dust 2 there, oh, it's such an anomaly. Sometimes can be very good for Fnatic, sometimes disastrous the way they're playing today. It could be a 3-0 sweep, and I was about to say maybe Liquid consider the double orb setup now. And Stewie 2K is the perfect candidate to wield the secondary sniper rifle. So then, Liquid on their map pick will take another tactical timeout now, getting to the bookend of this second map. Will they bring aggression to the table or sit back and allow Fnatic to run their default? They've got decent spawn for Nitro here. He's got 20 kills to his name in 16 deaths. He needs to try and open things up because Crims is starting to look way too powerful for them. Every shot is connecting. He's positioning perfectly. As Fnatic enter round 26, they've also got the AWP this time in the hands of Twist. We said Nitro had that good spawn. He drops the smoke at steps. And he'll be looking for the first pick. Lots of damage done with the incendiary at the start.
Slow but steady toward long. Lige is going to get very aggressive. The bike is an awkward object to hold his position, but 2 players to face. He gets them both. Great position, good control. Now uses the rock to get away, and he's not done there. He'll take down Crims as well. And that's the bomb. Nitro's even going to step a little further forward into the bathroom to make sure Lige is safe to watch it. Meanwhile, Twist wants contact on B. Not much point for going straight contact. If they don't have the bomb, they have to pretty much swing and win on kills. A trade wouldn't even work. Damage will, though, for money's sake. So that ambition might be the plan. Twists will go all the way around. He does still have the angle. Lige is backed off again. He'll play the bike. Nitro hasn't spotted anyone front bathroom, and he expects they're going to come for the bomb eventually. So he's actually getting more passive in that position, but with more time gone, they can afford to give it up because it means less opportunity to do anything with it. I think it's just going to be a save from Fnatic, despite that they've got so much cash. Cut your losses. Again, if they could find a few kills against Liquid, it would be beneficial.
It was a great sequence from Elise, just what they needed. One of the absolute stars of the team to step up. A single-handed maneuver as well. No strategy deployed there. It's a decent position, hits the shots, and lovely footwork around the rock. That's the round in itself, and indeed, Fnatic will be saving the AWP and the AK. They've got plenty of money there, 5 digits on JW and Crims. Twist will have 6K, even though he receives no cash for that particular round. We're all tied up at 13-13. Double AWP setup wasn't the big factor there. It was all down to Elige. But now we'll maybe see an opening pick. Stewie can be a lot more aggressive than Nitro. We'll see if he wants to put on a bit of a show here today.
Good start, good aggression. Get aggressive again this round. Nitro is already out toward the bench. Elige has stayed front side of bathroom, smoke down. And Nitro, as we now see, did not spot anyone, but Broland coming out from the stairs. Nitro's now positioned for that. I'm sure that Broland shoulder peeks this, or at the very least, a flash comes over from Twist or Exists. He's got the position anyway. Nitro's backed off of it. So they give up the front side, short access onto A. Nitro's got to be so careful if he goes back to this position. That crosshair placement is just perfect.
So good. Broland reads Nitro. Remember, he's had an AWP as well, so he's just holding that tight angle. Absolutely blows him out of the water there. And it's a 5 versus 4 early in the round. Exists encroaches on the bathroom position, and it baits out a bit of utility as well. There's barely any left on the CT side. They have 1 smoke here, and Stewie 2K, that's more like it, gets the kill. I think that was for a boost towards the B site. 45 seconds remaining, Elige. This is a very common spot. We've seen lots of players off this smoke, and he comes out on top.
Elige does the level it. Gets away as well. This could give them a huge advantage with 30 seconds. They've still got utility, but watch it long. Crims wants in. Naf's gonna swing. Stewie's not quite in position, but bomb down. That should almost do it with 20 seconds, and the fact that they're locked in. Stewie can't see through, but he's got it contained. And the op shot, he fired now. Crims is on the receiving side of it. At the same time, he needs to hold his nerve because he can't be misled.
Oh, no.
And he can't miss. They can overrun him. The saving grace now is that the bomb is guarded. So Liquid will pick up the round. They take back the lead at 14. And Fnatic have just enough to string together a buy. Broland's going to need someone to help him out in doing so.
Yeah, Crims of 9K can drop no problem, but finally Liquid starting to wake up on the CT side. Strongholds on the A site. Fnatic can't get the bomb down. And as they'll take the lead once again, it's 14-13 on their map pick. Cannot afford to give this one up. It would be catastrophic, absolutely, not just for the overall score, but for the morale as well. Single AWP setup this time for Elige. I can't believe I'm saying that. Does he have the strong spawn? He does. He goes towards middle at the very start. Certainly capable of using the scope weaponry. And he'll swap it back. He'll give that to Nitro after taking the shot towards middle through the smoke.
So they get out, at least it's short. And B, Exist will hold down inside a cubby. JW gets fully sprayed by Naf. It's in the doorway, and Naf seems comfortable firing in a few more shots. Crims is looking that direction, hoping that he can catch him jumping. He'll see it. Pretty fast snap, to be fair, considering.
Almost got it.
Bomb goes back over toward the fountain, however. There's been a lot more focus, I have to say, toward this A site as of recent. Which is interesting as well, because B has been very effective for Fnatic. And this would put Fnatic, both teams currently on a 3rd round bonus, would put them on a 4th. That's barely going to be enough to buy. Exist would have it. We'll see if they force around it, because it's going to have to be a pretty aggressive force if they can't keep Liquid off map point. Shot from Nitro. Great start. Elige, he'll swing and find JW, plus the bomb. Exist is the next in line, and Elige has that as well on the AWP. Just needs to sort long. Broland's got the high HP, 100. And he has the AK. Twist only on 11, can still hit a shot with the AWP. But they're running back 14 seconds. They know they have to save, so they will force around this. That'll be the 2 weapons they have, but Liquid have map point.
They absolutely do. That should be secure at this stage. And 5 seconds on the clock. Twist and Broland will desperately hold on to the AWP and the AK. You can see them starting to drop off now. Liquid with some solid holds towards that A site. It's B where Fnatic have found most of their success. It begs the question as to why they're focusing so much towards A. That's when Nafly keeps mowing them down, when Nitro is finding the opening picks now. It will take 2 rounds to take us to overtime, but as far as I can see, Liquid have got this one under lock and key. A timeout here, the final one for Fnatic.
And again, Fnatic. Nip chose this map against them, and they forced triple overtime before Nip finally got the win. There's a few mistakes that allowed for that. JW's defuse was certainly one of them. So they can certainly play it. It's no disgrace to Liquid that they've given up this many rounds. It might have been a concern for a moment, but ultimately the map score is what matters.
Exactly, that's all you need. Doesn't matter how close it is. They do not want to see overtime, though, that's for sure. That's when the pressure really starts to mount. Fnatic, actually, all things considered, have a pretty decent buy. They have the AWP, the AKs, a couple of players lacking all the bells and whistles, but overall it looks fine. Nitro takes a shot through the smoke, flashed off, has to fall back. This time Twist will have the AWP. As Elise rotates back towards the A site, it's another slow default here from Fnatic. They have focused heavily towards A. Is that what they end up again?
Nitro couldn't quite collect as his eyes were whited. Roland starts to push his way up. Twist actually found a kill on Nitro in the meantime, so they've actually got the opener. JW follows. We're not done yet. Fnatic's got a 2-man advantage, and it's on the A site this time. Nap goes to 1 and done. Stewie's rotating. Twist is nowhere to be seen, but Nap gets 2. Sprays them down. He has to control his position, though he can't get back over the truck. Needs the next kill. He's done that as well. So consistent. It steps up when needed. Bomb's going to swing back over toward B. There's 50 seconds. Twist never rotated, and Naf's proficiency allows him to stay put, which is exactly what they need now.
It looks like this should be absolutely it. The 3 versus 2. Twist and Crims trying to make their way through towards B. And you can see very defensive hold here. They're going to make sure they attack together instead of Twist giving it absolutely everything. You'll listen out for the bomb plant here, but Twist does hit the shot. 2 on 2 now. Smoke and flashbang available as Naf rotates in.
Crims checks short. Nades actually going to go in and find Twist. They anticipated it perfectly, and Twist spot him in return with the AWP. Can actually just hold the angle, jump away in a fashion that's not going to give him up, and knew exactly where he was going to be. It's all on Naf. He started it. He has to close it. He needs an ace. Smoke down as well to protect Crims. He doesn't have to reveal himself until the bomb is well past gone. Naf goes to the CZ, so he has the mechanics on the AWP. A smart play. Forces Twist off, and then he picks up the op in return. That's bold. And he's just going to sit this. He's just going to sit this, and Crims isn't peeking it. Smoke's gone. He tried to get the off angle. He tried to hide just enough.
It comes down to a 1 versus 1. But it will be Fnatic picking up the round. But Nafly has made it incredibly expensive. They will not have a full buy here. He does absolutely everything there on the A side. 3 kills, funnels him towards B. Fair play to Twist. We said he's been quiet so far. He managed to get the 2 kills and enabled the bomb to be planted. Naf makes it tantalizingly close. The full defuse, I respect it. It almost worked out for him. Round number 30. Looking to avoid overtime. Liquid need to hold on to this one. Final timeout now. Twist with the AWP for sure. Here's the replay, the great sequence of events here from Nafly. You're absolutely right. Such a strong and consistent player, always delivers for this team. Crims has to win out in the 1 versus 1. And can they get it? Fnatic looking to reset everything and take us to overtime. 16K MR3 awaits. But they have to win this round first, and Exist only has a Galil due to the damage that Nafly inflicted on them in the previous round.
Rotation back over toward the playground. Elise getting very aggressive, but won't overstep the mark. Goes back, knows he still has the smoke for protection. Boost. It's the 2-man stack on the boost at the slide, so that'll actually give them even more vision. Roland can see everywhere. They need to walk up together, but they'll wait and see if anyone's going to peek long instead. Stewie Twist, Nitro Elise, that's your duos. That's how they're setting up the defense. Naf's on swing. Nearly swung the entire game last round. They handle an overtime. The early damage is massively beneficial. Liege is going to start to work his way back in, sees the smoke. Plays accordingly. Foot comes through. Nitro's got the shot, and he's got a second because Twist wants the response. And now Liege can back off. They don't actually have to sit on this. They will. Incendiary just to confirm that they can get away. And they give up the op on the T side. 3 AKs. That's all they have left, and they're not well off. 45 HP for Exist, 16 for JW and Crims. A smoke to hold. The Liege does not need to overcommit. He's going to go. It's costly. He could have put the nail in the coffin, but instead it opens the door. Nitro, he sits and waits. Patience, and a third. Bomb goes down. JW, the only one to remain. Now finds the kill on the ensuing Crims, and it's all but over. 13 seconds. Smoke in place. He can try to land. He actually hits Naf through it. He actually got it over the back of the truck. 16 HP and a clutch required. He's got the bomb positioned, and he did not go to the bathrooms, which means Twist's flank cannot find him. A second smoke picked up. He's bought himself some space away from the AUG. Stewie has pressure on the AWP to try and hit the shot, and JW's not even going to give him the chance. They know he's at long. Slim chance he could have snuck in toward the bank stairs because Twist wouldn't have been able to see it, but they're going to gamble on the fact that he hasn't. Twist will tap. No response as of yet, and JW sneaks out slyly, fires into the smoke. They know where he is, and that's all they had to do. Find the tracers, and they'll get map 2.
You got to respect it from JW. He gave that round his heart and soul, but it wasn't quite enough. Liquid avoid overtime there. It's a victory at 16-14 scoreline. It felt way too close for comfort there. Fnatic were hot on their heels, but they closed out the last round. The double AWP setup seemed to pay dividends there, especially towards the A side of the map. Nitro was such a unit on that side. It seemed like they walked into his crosshair. Fnatic just couldn't get past him as he managed to gun them down over and over again. It's Dust 2 next, Matt, and I can't wait to see the skill that's going to be displayed on that high fragging affair.